I'm Miguel Sanchez, Vice President of Professional Services at Synoptic.
Hi, I'm Tim Britt, and I am the CEO here at Synoptic.
Tim, in your recent article about cybersecurity, companies need to hop on board and invest. What were some of the reasons behind that?
First of all, it's been a phenomenon for like 15, 20 years now, but historically it's really been the ones at risk have been the very large companies. Recently, there's this phenomenon where everybody's at risk. And I think there's a couple things going on. Number one is the growth. There's been a huge growth in cybersecurity threats and actual attacks out there. And those attacks are not just hitting the large organizations. They're hitting small, medium, and SMB type customers as well. And some of those customers are more vulnerable than very large customers.
So what do you think is driving the growth in the bad actors? Why so many now, and then the variety and.
Well, it's like everything. If you look at the knowledge base out there and the skill sets out there, the internet's really brought the bad guys to our front door. So if someone is historically, if you were a thief, you had to go physically to the location where you're going to perpetrate the crime. Today, you can actually do it from the home of from your own living room, and regardless of where you live in the world. And the number of skilled technical people in the world has grown. The tools and information on how to do some of these things have become more available. Even the software, the malicious software, has become more available and adaptable.
Got it. So more bad actors, a higher level of sophistication, better tools. So how does the cybersecurity landscape changed in response to this?
Well, it's really an arms race, right? And we look at it and we see, okay, the types of threats are evolving and changing rapidly. The techniques they're using, the level of organization, it's frequently no longer just a single individual. It's an organized group that is fulfilling different roles in the breach or the attack. And so everything we do to defend an environment, mitigate the risk, has to get more sophisticated to deal with these increasingly sophisticated attacks.
To further build on your comment regarding security breaches being expensive and debilitating, what are the risks out there, and then how do companies effectively manage and mitigate those risks?
I mean, this is like job number one, right? Really figuring out what an organization risk is and what the consequences of those are. And they vary hugely, right? If you are a large organization with millions of dollars of revenue or billions of dollars of revenue, and you have a breach where confidential financial or health information or personal information is released, that could have millions of dollars of implications in terms of remedying that situation. Then if you look at a situation of a ransomware type attack where you lose access to your business systems and data or components of that can have that can basically disrupt or interrupt your business operations for an extended period of time until you're able to recover that, which could be millions and millions of dollars of damages. So these consequences are huge. A lot of times we see in the case of an acquisition where a company acquires a company and there was a cyber security breach that firm had that was unknown to all parties, and the consequences are only realized later. So the cost can be huge.
Got it. So it sounds like the cost to cure and remediate far exceeds the investment just to protect.
That's exactly it. Being proactive is typically a lot cheaper than finding out when it's too late.
What capabilities does Synoptic have to help?
Well, it depends a little bit where you are, and so the best way to engage us is to get us in to see exactly where you are, and then we can decide how we can move forward. And if you look at what your current capabilities are, we've got a team that helps plan and set a security program, implement new security capabilities, and then a security operations team that enables you to maintain vigilance long term.
So if I'm hearing this correctly, Synoptic really has the full portfolio of services to really manage and mitigate risks for customers and prospective customers. If you kind of think about it, the strategic thinking and the planning, the execution to the operations, and that really kind of rounds out, really what we can provide.
Absolutely.
Hey Tim, thanks for your time today. I know it's a big bad world out there, and the insight was great.
No problem, Miguel. We want to help our customers, our prospective customers, be better protected.